Hello everyone, I'm Lieutenant General Eric Fick, Program Executive Officer and Program Director for the F-35 Lightning II program. As the senior leader at the helm of this amazing enterprise, it's an honor to work in support of 3 U.S. services, 7 F-35 international partners, and 6 foreign military sales customers with more to come. In addition to the unprecedented size and complexity of this program, the F-35 Joint Program Office itself is unique in that our partner nations are embedded every day in our program office as full participants in the program's execution. Furthermore, senior defense leaders from these partner nations share in program governance through the F-35 Joint Executive Steering Board, or JESB. Even beyond the partnership that is central to our planning and execution, all of the countries that operate the F-35 are invested in this program and have a stake in our success. Together, we are committed to fielding revolutionary capabilities and technologies that are taking military aviation and coalition operations to the next level. While you may be familiar with the incredible 5th-generation technologies the F-35 brings to the fight, the real strength of this program is in the way it supports our joint and international warfighting concept of operations. In the way we produce aircraft, train maintainers and aircrew, and execute combat operations together, the F-35 is multinational from the ground up. As we increase the number of aircraft in the field, we're at 555 today and counting, and operate with greater frequency in joint and international environments, we are seeing the true benefits of this platform. Not only do we share data within our own formations, but we also enhance the legacy fleets with whom we operate. We are a true international force multiplier, improving the play of everyone on the field. We do that within the F-35 Mission System Suite by sharing real-time information, identifying threats, and coordinating their prosecution. We do that seamlessly across aircraft, across countries, and around the world every day. In the past year, as our partners have joined the U.S. Air Force, U.S. Marine Corps, and U.S. Navy in reaching F-35 initial operating capability and have begun deploying, the feedback I'm receiving from pilots, maintainers, and mission planners has exceeded expectations. The F-35 is delivering unprecedented capabilities and value, and we're only getting better as we learn. We are expanding the definition of lethality in a networked environment and rapidly evolving tactics to optimize the game-changing attributes of the F-35. We are outpacing our adversaries now and taking deliberate steps as a program to ensure the aircraft will continue to evolve to meet future threats. The F-35 represents a new era of international air dominance. I promise you that the next several years will be exciting as our fleet grows and deployed squadrons from many nations command the skies to preserve peace and deter aggression together. While we grow the F-35 enterprise, my team at the program office remains committed to driving costs out of the program. It is our solemn obligation to deliver the game-changing and war-winning combat capabilities our operators require at a cost our taxpayers can afford. To that end, we are establishing a new F-35 affordability framework to target cost-saving initiatives across the program. We are simultaneously executing a ground-up program and cost review that deliberately looks at every dollar, euro, lira, and pound we spend to ensure we are making the absolute best value decisions and getting the best return on those investments. We continue to mature the F-35 Global Sustainment Solution, the foundation for F-35 global sustainment. We created the Global Sustainment Solution hand in hand with our international partners, with industry, and with our U.S. services to leverage best-of-breed organic and industry sustainment providers around the world. This maturing global network will shorten supply lines, accelerate delivery of parts and services to the field, and keep our joint and international fleet of F-35s flying for decades to come. Our partnership with Field Activities is paying dividends in the form of improved mission-capable rates, but we can and must strive to do better. You have my commitment that we will never tire in our efforts to deliver affordable operations and sustainment to our warfighting customers. A quick word about F-35 production. As you're likely tracking, our global production network has grown aggressively, and throughput is at an all-time high. In just 2 years, between 2017 and 2019, we increased annual F-35 production from 60 to 145 aircraft. In spite of COVID impacts this year, we've steadily turned out aircraft, engines, and spare parts for our customers, both domestically and internationally. 2020 marked the delivery of our 500th F-35, and I am confident the program is well postured for full-rate production in 2021. We are on glide slope to deliver 1,000 F-35s by 2023. So with all that acquisition dialogue behind us, what are we doing in the field? Let me fill you in. During the last calendar year, we've activated new squadrons for the U.S. Air Force, the Air National Guard, and the Marine Corps, and we're making preparations today for the U.S. Navy's maiden F-35C deployment on the USS Carl Vinson in 2021. Our footprint and global reach continues to expand. F-35 U.S. and international jets are now operating out of 26 bases worldwide. International partners continue to integrate their F-35s into NATO and regional operations around the world. To date, F-35s have flown over 300,000 flight hours, with forward deployed units conducting missions in the Central Command Area of Responsibility, the Indo-Pacific, Europe, and the Arctic. Make no mistake, our adversaries are taking note and are keenly aware of F-35s patrolling the skies, deterring potential aggression with an undetectable network of lethality. At sea, F-35 integration continues both within the U.S. and with our partners in the United Kingdom and Italy. U.S. Marine Corps F-35Bs have completed 4 deployments to date in U.S. Navy amphibious ships as part of the Marine Expeditionary Unit Air Combat Element. In June of this year, the Royal Navy's 617 Squadron F-35s landed aboard the HMS Queen Elizabeth. This arrival marked the first time this team, famously known as the Dam Busters, fully joined HMS Queen Elizabeth to prepare for the country's first carrier deployment. The Dam Busters will be joined on deployment by U.S. Marine Corps F-35Bs from the Wake Island Avengers of VMFA 211. This multinational F-35 complement will get underway together next year as the Queen Elizabeth embarks on her maiden Global Carrier Strike Group deployment. As the UK sets sail, the F-35 Program Office will continue at-sea integration work with the Italian ship Cavour in early 2021. Within EUCOM, NATO air policing operations continue to provide an essential deterrent in contested northern airspace. In 2019, our Italian partners were the first to deploy F-35s to Iceland in support of NATO-led Arctic operations. During recent operations, Italian F-35s were scrambled to intercept Russian aircraft in the North Atlantic. The Royal Norwegian Air Force joined NATO air policing missions in 2020, marking the first operational deployment of Norwegian F-35s following the country's declaration of initial operational capability. This summer, with the help of the U.S. Air Force and our partners from the Royal Netherlands Air Force, the program demonstrated the initial capability to execute tactical operations with the same mission data, enabling the unambiguous and consistent identification of friendly and threat systems in mixed nation formations. Sharing information in real time with partners will enhance future coalition operations and will reduce the time and cost typically required to create and update mission data files. As we continue to employ this aircraft in harm's way around the world and around the clock, the role of our partners in the maturity and delivery of capabilities cannot be understated. We're rapidly learning to work together, and partner contributions continue to be invaluable to our progress. While all that activity may be enough for some programs, we will continue to press forward. In the coming year, our partner Denmark will receive their first aircraft, and we are poised to expand the enterprise through additional foreign military sales efforts. Certainly, 2020 presented its share of challenges to the program, but we have persevered, and we continue to deliver aircraft and capability because of the resilience of our team and because of the strength of this partnership. In my view, no program within the U.S. arsenal better captures our national defense strategy. The F-35 program represents the best of our nation's technology, the talent, the dedication and mission focus of our people, and the strength of our global partnerships every day. All of us in the F-35 Joint Program Office will continue to drive excellence and affordability into the development, production, and sustainment of this remarkable air system. Our global warfighters and taxpayers deserve nothing less. This aircraft and its capabilities were brought to life with a concept of operations that is truly global in nature. The program reflects a focus on coalition operations and the criticality of a seamless partnership between the U.S. services and key international partners. With each year of growth and every new deployment, we are seeing the value of this partnership in action. In addition to being a remarkable platform, the F-35 is fulfilling its destiny. This weapon system is a unifier among nations, committed to preserving peace and security around the world. I could not be more proud to lead this effort and this team. It is a particular honor to serve alongside leaders from our F-35 partner countries every day. Their commitment to this program and to delivering F-35 capabilities makes our organization better.
The F-35 adds a game-changing fifth-generation fighter capability to UK combat air. Together with the Typhoon, the F-35 will form the backbone of UK combat air for decades to come. The platform provides a remarkable, potent and interoperable force mix, especially important in the face of advancing and proliferating threats. This combat air mix is complemented by other new capabilities, such as P-8 Poseidon, E-7 Wedgetail, and the Protector UAV, and will be further enhanced by other developments in both air and space capability. 617 Squadron is the first frontline UK F-35B squadron. In June last year, the squadron completed their first operational missions in support of Operation Shader, the UK contribution to the global coalition's counter-Daesh mission in Iraq and Syria. Maritime initial operating capability is scheduled for December this year and follows successful first-of-class trials on board HMS Queen Elizabeth in November 2018 and successful embarked operational tests in 2019. Carrier Strike Group 21 will mark the first operational maritime deployment of the UK F-35 in a carrier strike role and will see 617 Squadron aircraft embark on HMS Queen Elizabeth alongside F-35B aircraft from the United States Marine Corps. The advanced capabilities of the F-35, including the AESA radar and sophisticated electronic attack capabilities, allow it to enter and operate in contested airspace. This gives the UK operational flexibility and allows us to act at a time and place of our choosing. Using secure links, it can provide information to a wide range of platforms and troops on the ground. When required, it will also be able to employ a range of sophisticated weapons. The F-35 is capable of undertaking a wide range of missions traditionally performed by specialised aircraft. In that sense, it is a true force multiplier.
Fire target.
The F-35 is a critical element of the UK's evolving air and space force mix. The F-35 is also integral to the carrier-enabled power projection, operating from the UK's new Queen Elizabeth class aircraft carriers. This will transform the UK's ability to project power around the world, whether independently or working closely with our allies. The F-35 programme is comprised of partner nations from across the globe, providing a cutting-edge capability on a common baseline that can plug into an international coalition framework. The nations are further linked by industrial partnerships and a global support solution. The value of the partnership goes beyond pure battle-winning capability and represents a unified interest in global security, peace and prosperity.
Full spectrum integration and maximum exploitation of all forces available to the nation is at the core of the Italian defense strategy. In this respect, the F-35 and its unmatched capabilities represents the ultimate enabler and force multiplier. Thus, Italy is replacing its legacy assets with the F-35 and shortly will count on a fighter's fleet properly balanced with reliance on F-35As, F-35Bs and highly performing, vastly operational proven Eurofighters. Italy has been a senior partner in this unprecedented technological endeavor since the early stages. The F-35 trivalent technological site in the northwestern part of Italy is ideally located between Milan, Turin and Genoa. This site is contributing to the overall program success, even superseding the expectations of those who envisioned a very effective economy of scale. Our mission was to build a top-notch center, able to assemble and roll out both A and B models, build top-quality wings, and be a maintenance regional reference center for the entire F-35 fleet operating in Europe for many years to come. At the site in northern Italy, Lockheed Martin and Leonardo Italian Company built the F-35, which completed the first transoceanic flights in the history of the program in 2016. There, 2 years later, the first short takeoff and vertical landing version of the F-35 was assembled outside of the United States. From the standpoint of the Italian Armed Forces, our operational fleet was stood up early and has already deployed several times all over Europe, the Middle East, and the United States, participating in practically all main multinational exercises, like Red Flag and Blue Flag. Italy also hosted the first fifth-generation tactical leadership program and provided the F-35 asset to NATO for its air policing mission. In the meantime, pilots and maintainers training continues in the States, together with the US Marine Corps, the US Air Force, and many partners and FMS nations jointly building the most relevant fighting force ever assembled. In Italy, transformation is occurring without pauses. The Italian defense effectiveness will be greatly enhanced as we keep moving forward towards the full activation of all 3 Italian operational sites. 2 Air Force bases, one in the north and one in the south of Italy, and the Italian Navy LHD aircraft carrier Cavour, all scheduled to be completed by 2022.
In the last 30 years, the F-16 has been the all-aspect, rapid deployable Dutch weapon platform of choice in support of national and international missions for peace and security. From NATO missions in former Yugoslavia, to Baltic and European air policing, to missions in the Middle East. The F-35 supports my nation's defense strategy by taking over these important tasks from our aging F-16s. At the same time, it will lead the Dutch armed forces into the 5th generation realm with unmatched air power and interoperability. After receiving our first 4 jets in country, the current F-35 activities for the Netherlands relate to growing our fleet. We are currently on our road to IOC, or Initial Operational Capability, with a target date of December 31, 2021. Then we will proceed on the road to full operational capability. This way, we remain a reliable defense partner with 5th generation assets. We are now ramping up Leeuwarden Air Base and preparing the stand-up of Volkel Air Base, with a total of 3 operational F-35 squadrons within our armed forces. Nearly every month, we receive new jets from our Italian partners FECO in Cameri, Italy. At the same time, we are training our maintainers and pilots and reorganizing our complete fighter branch into a true fifth-generation Air Force. The most transformative aspect of the F-35 air system is that it provides unprecedented capabilities to the Royal Netherlands Air Force. These transformative capabilities range from a tip-of-the-spear airplane with new lethal capabilities that operate in a contested environment on the one side, to a true data-driven maintenance and logistics organization on the other side. The transformation is best seen at the squadron level, where our F-35 squadron at Leeuwarden Air Base operate as one team. Operations, maintenance and logistics are integrated into one unit supported by Alice and security. On a daily basis, our airmen are finding new, innovative ways to maintain, train and operate with the F-35 air system as a whole, boosted by the worldwide F-35 partnership to accelerate these processes. The F-35 prepares us for future operations by being both lethal and survivable in current and future threat environments. The advanced software system provides greater agility and flexibility. Being able to quickly adapt to new environments and to overcome new challenges, all while remaining affordable, will be the keys to success of this air system. The value of the F-35 partnership, next to the economies of scale and allowing Netherlands industrial participation, is being a participant in a large international program with the same aircraft. This will ensure long-term interoperability as we have known for the last 30 years with the F-16 program.
The Danish security strategy identifies the need for fighter aircraft as a main capability in the Danish defense. In this context, the Danish F-35s will be one of the main Danish contributions to the collective defense of the alliance. The threats against Denmark are very complex by nature and have become more and more unpredictable since the end of the Cold War. As a small nation, we cannot solve the challenges alone, and we cannot expect assistance without also contributing and taking responsibility in NATO, the UN, or international coalitions, be it in the Baltics, Iraq, Afghanistan, or Mali. Denmark must do its part to ensure that NATO remains relevant and the strongest defense alliance in the world. Unity and solidarity across the Atlantic remain essential to our security. The first Danish F-35A is being assembled on the production line in Fort Worth, Texas. We expect rollout at the production line early next year. Shortly after, the first Danish pilots will start their training at Luke Air Force Base in Arizona. Presently, one of our main focus areas is to establish the Danish F-35 organization to include personnel and processes to support acceptance and the start of flying. We have got a lot of support from other partners, and we have been allowed to draw on other users' experiences, which has been highly appreciated. Another focus area is the construction of a brand new Danish F-35 facility at Airbase Skrydstrup, specifically designed to support a fifth-generation aircraft. The construction started this summer, so we would be ready to receive the first F-35 in Denmark in 2023. There is no doubt that the F-35's advanced mission and sensor fusion systems will be instrumental in transforming the way that free Danish armed services think and do network-centric operations. Even if the initial transformative aspect driven by the F-35 is mainly at the Air Force level, the F-35 Joint Mission Systems will have an impact on the Army and Navy transformation as well, and thereby supporting the efforts to ensure the Danish armed forces remain relevant in the future battlefield environment. As part of the Danish down selection process, a number of fighter candidates were evaluated within 4 specific areas: strategic, military, economic, and industrial aspects. There's no doubt the existing F-35 partnership was one of the factors behind the high ranking of the F-35 in all aspects. The multiple F-35 users promote our transatlantic ties and collaborative relations with a variety of European partners. Relative to future development, the contractual and development basis for keeping the aircraft technically and operationally relevant throughout its lifespan is present through the F-35 partnership. F-35 estimated life cycle costs as well as quantifiable risks over a period of 30 years were major factors in the selection of the F-35. It is clear the strength of the F-35 partnership was an essential aspect in the risk evaluation, indicating greater confidence in their ability to address cost issues together and through a strength in numbers, economies of scale, you may say. We see the F-35 partnership, including industry, to be instrumental in the ongoing effort to keep the sustainment costs within expectations.
The F-35 is a cornerstone of the Norwegian defense strategy. Politically, the cooperative nature of the F-35 program expands on our partnership with key allies. Operationally, Norway needs its armed forces to be able to maintain control of our area on NATO's northern flank. The F-35 has the reach and the capabilities to support that mission. When it comes to securing stability and predictability in the Arctic, fifth-generation air power will be a key enabler. Over the past decade, there has been an increased focus on the high north, addressing the importance of our presence and ability. Maintaining permanent 24/7 NATO air policing is a vital task for the Royal Norwegian Air Force. Norwegian F-16s have provided NATO quick reaction alert from bases situated north of the polar circle for more than half a century. In 2022, the F-35 will take over this important and historic mission. The Royal Norwegian Air Force is now undergoing the most profound modernization in its history. And Norway declared initial operating capability with the F-35 in 2019. We are transforming and advancing our capabilities during our journey towards full operating capability in 2025. We are preparing secondary bases for F-35 alert and contingency operations, and more notably, we are integrating the Joint Strike Missile on the F-35. The Joint Strike Missile is the first cruise missile to be carried by the F-35, and the fact that we can mount it internally and attack both land and sea targets will make it an essential weapon for the Norwegian concept of operations. The F-35 program integrates its array of government, military, and industry partners in a way that makes us rethink how we sustain a weapon system. We are now included in a partnership that stands by to support us all around the world. And a strong and innovative F-35 partnership is key to affordability and mission capability. In wartime, it is the F-35's ability to operate nearly autonomous in a contested environment that makes it a truly remarkable weapon platform that will transform our armed forces in the years to come. The F-35 is a force enabler. It can detect and engage threats to enhance other elements of our armed forces. It is, however, essential to note that the F-35 requires extensive support and a competent organization that can fully utilize it to be effective. And this is most crucial aspect of what we are working on to prepare our full operating capability. Rather than tailoring the F-35 to our armed forces, we need to tailor our armed forces to the F-35. The credibility of collective defense rests on cohesion and interoperability. The F-35 creates a strong mutual bond between its partner nations, and through this bond we can use the strengths of each participant as we develop, produce, sustain, and operate the F-35. Commonality, interoperability, and multilateral cooperation are key enablers for success as we train, operate, and fight together in the years to come.
Thanks for joining us in the virtual environment for this event, even if it's from a safe social distance this year. I hope you've enjoyed learning about the F-35 program's progress and the value of our partnership. Thank you for your time today. Thank you for your interest in global defense, and thank you for all you do. If what you heard today intrigues you, and if you're interested in joining our team in the execution of this remarkable program, please reach out using the jobs link on our website. We are always looking for the best of the best. Will you make the cut? Thanks again. Keep an eye out for more good things to come in 2021.